G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here. And yes, I am playing something different again. No, the Dragon Age Origins is not going away permanently. We are going to come back to it. But I was watching Major Slack Attack's channel the other day, and he has started a hardcore orc playthrough. And I thought I would do something a little bit similar. But rather than doing it as an orc, we're going to do it as a Redguard. So, what is the playthrough going to be? I have the details down below in the stream as well as up on YouTube. This is going to be my Skyrim Redguard challenge. So the rules are, I'm going to be playing, of course, as a Redguard. I can only use the skills that a Redguard starts with. So that is smithing, block, one-handed, archery, destruction, and alteration. Now, that's going to cause some problems, okay? So, first of all, smithing. Where does that come in? I am similar to the way Major Slack is doing his playthrough. I have set myself the challenge that I'm only going to use equipment that I create myself, with a couple of exceptions. I can wear any clothing that I find, and I can wear any jewelry that I find. But any weapons that I want to use, I have to make myself. Now, because I don't start with a bonus to any armor skills, I cannot wear armor. So, I'm going to be basically wearing enchanted robes most of the time. And I'm going to be relying on alteration and maybe block for protection. But initially, I'm planning to have weapon and spell in my hands at all times. So we'll see how that goes. I cannot craft potions, but like Major Slack's hardcore orc playthrough, I also can't use them. So I can't make or use potions at all. So the only way I'm allowed to heal is with food, and the food that I use to heal, I must have grown or hunted myself. So if I can't even go to somebody's farm and pick up all the produce and use that to make soups and things like that. I have to grow my own food, which means we're going to make it a priority to get our house at Falkreath as soon as possible and get that up and going so that we can have a little garden there and start growing a few things, mostly potatoes and leeks. The exception to the food thing is any salt pile I find I'm allowed to take and keep. Because salt pile you can't do anything, you can't gather it in any other way except where you find it in people's inventory and stuff like that. And also, because I don't know lockpicking skill, there will be no lockpicking. Now, I considered leaving the mod that I have used in the past that gives me the ability to pick locks. How am I going to do that? I just realized I've got a problem. If I don't have that, if I can't pick locks, I can't get that armor. Ooh, we're going to see what happens with that. Anyway, so the basic premise here is I can gather any equipment that I want at any point throughout the game, but I cannot wear armor, and I cannot use any weapon that I don't make myself, with one exception: if something is given to me. Now, this is not, someone gives me a key and I use that key to open a chest which has some equipment in it. No. It's more like the Axe of Whitrun that you are given. It's put directly into your inventory. If that happens, I can use it. If not, I cannot. Now, this is the only rule that I might relax, I don't know. Ultimately, I'm thinking about starting the playthrough with an axe and the spark spell. That's going to be my initial thoughts on how I want to play this. It might change down the line. I might start using a shield a lot of the time and just switch the shield out when I need to go to a spell and then go back. We will see. But this is going to be pretty hardcore because no potions, so healing is only through food, and I have no way of recovering mana, magicka, except just naturally over time. I can't use a potion to get magicka back. So even though I'm going to be using magic, mostly, and it's just destruction and alteration. So alteration for protection, destruction for damage, of course. I'm going to be in situations, particularly later on, I feel, early game not so much, but later on I'm going to be in situations where I have to ration my spell usage. So, because I can't use any weapons except those that I manufacture myself or are given directly to me, it means in Helgen I'm going to have to rely on spells alone. In Major Slack's Orc playthrough, he had to just run straight through Helgen Keep because he could not use any weapon. He was using the same rule of having to make his own equipment, his own weapons and armor, and he just couldn't make it. So, he couldn't make anything that early in the game, so he had to just run all the way through. I won't have it quite that bad, so I feel like I'm going to have that little early game advantage, but we shall see. The other thing is I do have my standard backpack and pouches mods, so I'm going to be allowed to use them, provided I craft them myself. I have gone through the whole start so that we're just running into the tower in Helgen after we almost got our head cut off, just to speed things up a little bit because we've all seen it a million times before. We all know what's going on. So let's jump in. Okay, so here we are. Let's just... Oh, I can't even see skills just yet. So let's run through this as quickly as we can.
You need to get over here now.
So I'm not sure how many of the skills that I'm actually getting I will use a lot. It feels like it's going to be fairly hard. Oh, so first of all, I'm going to do an Imperial start here just because it seems a little bit quicker. It doesn't really matter, but also I get to go to the blacksmith in Whitrun and get a bit of a advantage from there, Alvor or whatever his name is. So
We should keep moving.
that
Come here. Let me see
that
if I can
feels
get those
like an
bindings off.
advantage to me.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
Okay, so yeah, allowed to pick up anything we want, just can't use any of it unless it is clothing or weapons. So I really just want the key out of there. Let's hang on. Let's get that. I don't know that I'm really going to need a adrenaline rush, to be honest. In fact, I don't think I will put that on a thing just yet. Okay, let's do this. So I don't have to avoid combat here because I can use my destruction spells for all of this. And
let me see if I can get the door open.
actually, you know what? I got a funny feeling that counts as assault because... No, it didn't. Okay, cool. And that. Okay.
Let's keep moving.
So I can't use any of that cabbage, and I can't remember if it's worth money or not. I can sell it, but I think cabbage is worth nothing, if I remember rightly. Okay. Okay. No. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Whole bunch of stuff to sell. Yeah, actually, I think I was trying to say about alcohol. In real life, I don't drink much. And alcohol in this game can be a source of stamina and healing as well, so it sort of is a little bit like a potion. In Major Slack's playthrough, he had a rule that said he could only have 3 alcohol on him at any given time. I'm not going to put that rule in place, but I'm just also not going to use any.
This way.
Because I just generally don't in any of my playthroughs. Oh, I can search the mage without unlocking the door. I thought you were dead already. Beautiful. I want that book though. Can I get the book without unlocking the door? Damn it, I can't. I'm going to have to wait and buy the book later. That's a nuisance.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed.
See if you can get it open with some pace.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to lockpick. So that's annoying. This is all just going to be stuff to sell, although I'm going to, yeah, already did it, run into a limit how much I can carry. That's fine. Shield weighs too much. So do the iron maces for now. We have novice robes, novice hood. There we go. I just need to find some non-armor boots. Take that. Might as well take all of that. That's annoying. I really wanted that spell. That's alright. It's only a few coins later on. And we don't have much in the way of costs for armor and things like that now. So...
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Let's get rid of you. You're dead. Get rid of you. Oops. You guys want to help? There we go. Beautiful. Just got some archers to worry about. And I don't even have to worry if I've got enough mana coming back, because I just do that. And that didn't quite kill the other guy. There we go. Wonderful. Let's have a look at the bodies. See if there's some stuff that's reasonably light. The cloaks are about the only thing that's actually worth the money on these guys. And even that is... Well, I mean, they weigh nothing, so that's about the only good thing about them. Now, I could use the bows off these guys if I wanted to. And I'm definitely going to take them. Oh, I didn't mean to take that sword, actually. Oh, yes, and I named my character Mace Windu. Because, of course, if you have a Redguard, essentially a Redguard Magus is what I'm building here. Of course you call them Mace Windu. I mean, that's just... I mean, it's copyrighted, but you know what I'm saying. And there we go. That stupid bone thing. Okay. I missed him. I don't know why you went into that mode. That's not all of them, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Now, in Major Slack's playthrough, his rule of engagement was that the only potions he's allowed to use are frostbite venom from any spiders he's killed. I rarely use those, so I'm not going to make the exception for them. Leave the mace, it's too heavy. Not worth the effort.
Come on, hurry up.
And that, and that.
Hold up.
Yes, yes, yes. I know. It's a bear.
Rather not tangle.
Now, I actually learnt something interesting. We're going to drop... the Iron Warhammer. So yes, I learnt something interesting watching Major Slack's playthrough of this. I learnt that you can, like normally when you get to level 9 or 10, I think it is, somewhere around that area, a message from the Jarl of Falkreath comes. Messenger comes, finds you, and tells you that you've been invited to meet the Jarl. You can short-circuit all of that. Just bring him a bottle of Briar Mead or whatever it's called. So, now that I know that, we can do that fairly often. Yeah, Black Briar Mead. You bring him a bottle of that, and he'll let you do that mission whenever you want. And that means that we don't have to wait around to a really high level
But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes
before
back.
we go and organise our house at Falkreath.
My uncle's the blacksmith.
Which is something I didn't know
I'm
about
sure
previously,
he'd help you
so
out.
that's good.
It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Okay, I am tempted to leave him here and take on this bandit camp, but I'm carrying too much. So we're going to stay with
Listen, we should go to
Hadvar.
Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
The only reason why I want to do this camp early is because I can then easily go over there and get the Thalmor robes, boots, gloves,
See that ruin up there?
etc.
Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it. These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
We're going to take the Mage Stone initially, and that's only because we have Destruction and we have Alteration that we want to level up that fall under the Mage category. Smithing, Block, and One-Handed and Archery fall under the Warrior, but I'm probably not going to use Archery at all. Strange for me, I know. I'm going to use One-Handed, but I'm also probably not going to use Block. And the fact that One-Handed starts at 25, and that I've got, 2 skills here that I really want to raise up as quickly as possible, that's why I'm starting with the Mage thing. Ultimately, the first few points we put into stuff are going to be straight here into Alteration to get our protection spells
Well, to each his own.
as good as
It's not for
possible.
me to judge.
Because spells are going to be the only protection we have. I mean, I could carry a shield, but shields can't block everything, unfortunately.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, all right?
Sorry, I'm just checking. My playback was a bit grainy, but we're alright. I was wondering what happened to the wolves. They're up here. Because I need these hides. Amongst other things. Did we get rock joint? Let's hope we did not. Beautiful. Tempted to go and get that venison too, but we won't. We'll wait.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Excuse me, emergency mute. Could feel that coming for ages. Come on, Hadvar. Okay. Let's get
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
Sven to incriminate himself.
Camilla the I've seen him sneaking over to the... You may be right. Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full...
Uncle Halvor,
Now-
hello.
It was as big as that.
What are you doing?
It flew right over the
Are you
barrel.
on leave from
Dragons now, is it?
bow.
Please, mother.
What happened to you,
If you
boy?
keep on like this, everyone in...
Are you in some
Uncle,
kind of
please,
trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
You'll see.
What's going on? And who's this?
And then you'll
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it. Sigrid, we have company.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course.
G'day, old crazy uncle.
Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend
How you
of
doing?
mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
We are going to take... I can't use any of this stuff. I mean, I could sell it. I want the iron ingot. Silver necklace. And that stuff will sell.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whitrun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons.
Hadvar,
Use the
did
table
you
to
really see a
improve
dragon?
your armor.
What did it look like?
Good day.
Big teeth?
Well, I'd better get back to work. You two make yourselves at home.
Okay, let's get up. Let's, loot a few things in here. Don't care about the
I trust you're not
clothes.
planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
We'll take that 60 gold. I don't want the shield. I don't want the sword. I don't want most of that food because I can't use it. All I can do is sell it. And if I remember rightly, there's not a hell of a lot of stuff downstairs. So I'm not going to worry about any of that. What we are going to quickly do... I thought he was coming out here to get back to work, but there's no sign of him. Oh, I can't. Why did I pick that up? Oh, there you are. You've just teleported here. Very
Take what you
nice.
need, my friend.
Actually, I will take what I need. There's a couple of more things over here that I can take that are not considered stealing. Those iron boots and those gauntlets. And then all of those ingots and all of those. Okay.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something? Take a look.
So, we are going to sell all of this. Yeah, don't want any of this. Keep the ingots. rid of the lockpicks. And let's get rid of those.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Iron dagger,
Not too
yes.
shabby.
Done.
Apprentice level work, but solid. Keep at it. May the gods watch over your battle. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and a grindstone over there.
Here we go.
Whatever you need. This looks good. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Okay, I'm going to tan his and all of mine. Here we go.
You looking for a new blade? Ah, good. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Iron. Huh. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Take what you need, my friend. You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet?
Nah.
Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay. So I can't make steel weapons just yet. Let's just double check. How many strips do I need to make an iron axe? Obviously more than I've got. Iron battle axe. I need 2 leather strips. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Okay, I won't kick you off there. I'll just come over here quickly. So if I do that... Okay, I'm going to need that tanning bench again in a minute. So we are going to make... No, not a battle axe. I want the war axe. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. That is weapon number 1 for me. There we go. Favour that. Now, before I do anything else, I want to sell everything else I've got. Actually, no. I do want to... What am I doing? I'm trying to remember the way I want to do this. I want to come in here, talk to Carlotta.
I said no.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my... What are you talking about? Oh my. Thank you for telling me the truth. Could talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him.
The one thing I don't want to do is don't forget to buy Spark. Talk to Faendal. Hello, excuse me, what are you doing?
Riverwood's agreeable. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way. I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
I just want you to give me the key to your house.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Okay. So we're going to loot his house. Then we're going to go sell everything to the trader. And we're going to buy the Spark Spell and the Oak Skin for armor. And we'll be mostly set up. No, don't care about that. Okay. nice. It would be nice to be able to use those backpacks, but the rules say no. So I can make one later. Takes a bit of steel to make. Actually, no, I think it takes corundium, if I remember rightly. And if I've missed a couple of those, I don't really care. Okay, what's in the barrel? Cabbages. I think cabbages are the ones I shouldn't have kept because I don't sell for anything. Neither do the arrows, but come back to that later. Sell that war axe. And, oh, that's a nice lot of leather strips. That's very good.
Take a look.
Okay, step number 1. He doesn't have spark. Damn it. Okay. Gonna have to get it from, what's his face in Whitrun. Okay, let's sell everything that we can't use. Keep the mead. Gonna need that. Oh, the cabbages are the ones. It's potatoes that you can't sell that are worth nothing. But we'll get rid of those. Chicken eggs, yeah. Get rid of them. Get rid of that. All of those. Don't need those. Don't need those. That. Garlic. No, I can't grow my own garlic, so I can't use that. Can't it? Gonna get rid of those. Get rid of that. That. Those. The helmet. The mace. The iron sword. One of those, because I made the other one. Get rid of the mead. All of the potions. Keep the salt pile, because we're allowed to keep that. Control fat. Wonderful. Let's learn the spell.
I better get back.
And get that. Favorited.
Cleaning this.
Or there. Put that on number 8. Put that on number. Well, actually, let's put that on 1 and that on 2.
What a mess.
Okay. I mean, flames will do. I wish it was spark I was able to use, but flames will do. That's right. Sabercat pelts. Let's make some pouches. Back left, back right, front left, front right, and then we just got the side ones to go. Okay, that's got our carrying capacity up nicely. It's very good. We've got our iron ingot, steel ingots later on to make our steel axe. We can oh, sorry, Alvor. I just need to upgrade my sharpen my axe. There we go. Thank you. All good. It's all yours now, Alvor. Okay. So we've done that. We do need to go to Whitrun, but I'm going to come back up here and do the stuff around this area and get ourselves... Because how are we doing for levels? We're less than halfway through the first level, so we need some experience. See, that's what happens when you drink and run. You run into a stone wall. Now, what I could do is I could run around in the water over here and gather up all the salmon, because salmon meat are good. They well, not good, but they will give me a little bit of health back. But what I'm counting on is this is not legendary difficulty. What actually is the difficulty? Technically, it's on Adept, which is the default. That's where everything is 1-to-1 damage. You do 100% damage, your opponents do 100% damage. If you move that slider either way in either direction, the ratios change, where, you know, if you go towards the easier levels, you do more than 100% damage and your opponents do less. And if you push it up to the harder settings, you do less than 100% damage and your opponents do more. And it's just a sliding scale either way. So I have tested this out a little bit, this idea. And I don't feel it's going to be too much of a problem. What should work reasonably well for me is the ability to... Like, originally I was going to build this as a 2-weapon fighter, so 2 axes, for example. But I realized that I can still be casting these spells while I'm attacking with the axe.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Looky here.
Where's the last one? It's the archer always runs over here. So... Oh man, that is unfortunate. I got 2 arrows through the forehead. Oh, they've gone now. I had 2 arrows straight through the brain. Okay, we're just going to pick up everything here. There is... Those black mage's robes are quite good. So they're 75% regen, whereas my current robes are 50%. So it's a toss-up whether to use those or whether to use the Thalmor robes up over there. For now, I think I prefer these, although we can... The Thalmor robes give us more destruction. Oh, I went into that fight without even using my, my what's her name? My, Oakskin spell. That was silly of me, wasn't it? I should probably do it right now, just to be... I mean, I don't expect to be... No. I don't expect to be attacked right now, but... I probably should have done that for the last fight, because if I forget to do that, I'm going to get killed. It's pretty much as simple as that. So we're going to take everything here. And take the Blessing of Talos just to be whatever. So Thalmor boots are great because they're actually not armor. So we're going to wear them. Same with the gloves. They're not armor either. So that increases my magic by 30 points. I'm pretty sure as soon as you put on the Thalmor hooded robes, it takes off your hood. So you can't wear a hood and the hooded robes. You can wear a circlet with them. So if I had a circlet, that would be great. But you can see that the novice hood, so my magicka will have dropped. So I think I want, for now, you do look pretty BA in that full set, I gotta say. Actually, let's just try it like that for the moment. Magicka's not going to regen as quickly as I would like, but we'll see how we go. So this is the problem. With this playthrough, I can't enchant. Right? So I can't make the gear that I've got any better. So I really do need to ultimately use this. I do need to use the stuff that's going to be best for me. So we'll put those robes on and we will put that hood on because, quite frankly, that's the better option. Doesn't look as nice, but we need that. Just so that I get in the habit. There we go. We've got our oak skin back on. So the very first, we didn't get our level yet, the very first level that we get, we want to put those points. Has he had a wolf down here? No, he had a skeever. We'll take that. The very first points we get, very first level we get, we want to put into smithing so that we can make steel weapons. And then from then on, the next few levels, we really want to put into alteration so that we can get our alteration spells up a little bit. Because ultimately we want steel skin. Is it called steel skin? I think stone skin maybe. I can't remember which one it's called. But whatever it's called, we want it. I'll come back for that later. We want the best armor spells we can get. So as many alteration levels to reduce the cost of casting those spells is the main goal there. So there's going to be a couple of wolves out here. And that's both of them. If you're ever unsure as to whether you've killed all the opponents, if they do that, whatever your finishing move is, if you see the animation for a finishing move, that only ever happens on the last opponent that is around you. So I could be fairly sure once I had that finishing move that there were no other wolves in the vicinity. Really only just coming to Anissa's cabin to get it marked on the map for easier fast travel if we ever need it again, which we probably won't. We're of course going to come down here and grab the emerald in the grass. We need to renew, there we go, our armor spell. Quick save here. I wonder what the... Oh, bandits. Or is it?
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll
Thief.
gut you like a fish.
Same thing.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me.
Okay, so we're getting pretty badly pummeled here by this guy, but thankfully we got our level, so that's going to give us our health. We are going to level up health this first time, but we're going to be probably going between health and magicka most of the way. So health at the moment, yes. We want to come over to smithing and get steel smithing going so that we can make a steel weapon. Right. Ooh, what is that? That mage hood does nothing. It's a generic hood. Okay. Well, be like that. We also have the treasure map there, and we might as well read the Thalmor orders there. Not that it really does all that much. But the treasure map means that when we come down this way, the treasure will be in the tree stump. We can loot that. We will then head back into town. It's too late. Oh no, we can sell stuff at the moment at any time to the trader because he's waiting until you rescue the claw for him. He's open 24/7. So that's one of the advantages you get by not doing Bleak Falls Barrow as quickly as you can. If you put it off and do other stuff and come back later on when you're whatever level you want to be, he's open 24/7 if you need to sell something. Okay, so while I think of it, we want to unfavorite that because we're going to sell it in a minute. Let's see if we got everything we need to make the steel war axe right there. Yes, we can. Then we're going to come around here, and can we improve it? Yes, we can. Very good. So let's favorite that. And, oops. Actually, I don't think I'll make that number 1 at all. It's pretty much always going to be there. What we might just do is put that in a weapon group there, like that. And then, no, that's not what I meant to do. It was that. There we go.
The river would take a look.
Okay. Sell that. Sell those. Now, the other thing, because we can't use enchanting, there is no benefit to keeping any of this any of this gear and disenchanting it, because that actually increases our enchanting stats, and we're not supposed to do that. So we are just going to get rid of all of this. There's nothing in there. Do I want to get rid of the Thalmor robes? Yes, I think I do. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of those. And the iron war axe. We can't use the lockpicks or the longbow. No mage hood. No boots. Get rid of that. We've got better than that already, so we'll get rid of it. There's no sense having soul gems because we can't use them. Getting rid of that. Keep the salt pile. Get rid of the studded armor. Okay, we want to turn those pelts. They're not going to be enough. Ooh,
Trinkets, odds and ends.
How much money have I got plenty. What does he have in the way of pelts? A cow hide, 2 elk hides, a horse hide. That'll be great. Let's go, and that should be enough to make the other 2 pouches that I want. And that'll give me a carrying capacity, I think, of 600. Anything left, well, ultimately, I will at some point want to make, so we need to make that and that. At some point, if I can get, where are we, there and there, to make the bandolier, I need 2 assorted buckles, and I think I need either corundium ingots or steel ingots to make... It's steel to make the assorted buckles, so let's do that. I can do that right now. Okay, can I make the bandolier? There is a large one. Leather bandolier shoulder pad. Large leather bandolier. Now that needs 3 buckles and 8 leather. And 5 leather strips. So I need to make another set of buckles, and I'm short on leather. So let's make the other lot of buckles. And then we're going to leave the rest of that stuff. We just need to get some more leather. And we can make the bandolier. And I might even leave it at that. I might not even get a backpack. I mean, I could make a backpack. To make a backpack, I think that's what I needed the corundium for. And you don't make them here. You make them in here. If I remember rightly. Yeah, so if I wanted like the mage's backpack, which does give me some extra magicka, I need a corundium ingot. Which, I don't know. Let's double check. Maybe he's got a corundium ingot we can buy. We will see.
The Riverwood trader. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
No, he doesn't. I didn't think he would. Okay, from here... we are going to do Embouchard Mine. We have our better axe now. I wish we had our shock spell rather than our flames. Tempted to try and get that elk. That's going to give us some more leather as well. Very nice. The big thing here is to decide whether to eat the venison raw. Not great, because it only gives you 2 points of health. Use some of my tiny supply of salt pile to make cooked venison, which I think only does 5 points or maybe 6 points of healing. Or just keep it on us and eventually use it to make venison stew, which will do wonderful things. Well, it's a really good regen. Okay, so for right now, Embouchard Mine.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Yep, that was pretty good, nice and quick. Nothing to worry about there. So the only exception to the rule that says I have to make all of my own equipment is the pickaxe, because I cannot make a pickaxe. I could say I'm going to have to purchase it, but I'm not entirely sure I can purchase it. I need to change that config, go to there, go to there, go to that, drop that back, and accept. There we go. That now shows my armor stuff and everything a little bit better. So we're just going to renew the armor. Let's go. Let's get these guys.
I heard something.
Okay, that worked better than expected, actually. Every other time I've done... Actually, these last two fights went really good. Okay, we'll get that pickaxe, and we will mine ourselves some ores. We're going to get lots of iron. I'm not going to use much of it, but I can just spam out if I've got the leather strips, whatever. I can just spam out a whole bunch of iron daggers, or I can keep all the iron and make steel once I've got enough corundium, which is mostly what I'm going to do. But also, once I build the house, I'm going to need a fair bit of iron for iron fittings and stuff. So we're not going to go nuts initially with crafting up a whole heap of iron stuff to sell, because ultimately I do need the iron when I'm building the house. So as I said earlier, house is a priority because that's the only way we can get the ingredients that we need for most of the food we want. If we want to grow, I can't remember if it's potatoes and leeks or cabbages and leeks, then we're going to need to get the farm going from the house.
Now ain't this a surprise?
And that's the end of them, nice and quick. Okay. That guy actually fell down there, but enough of him was up here, i.e. his sword, that we can search him without having to jump down into the water, which is very nice. Grab the coins. And armor's going to be around for a little while, so let's just come around the corner and do the same to this guy. Okay, let's get this vein. I need to get the Mage Light spell, don't I? I didn't realise how dark this is. Sorry about that. At least if I keep my my armor spell going in third person, it lights things up a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong key, Tony. Okay. Here we go. What's in the sack? Potatoes. I shouldn't have got them because they don't sell for anything. I can't use them yet. Same with the carrots. They sell. I'm going to be selling that spell book because I can't use, I think it's an illusion spell, that one. Can't use it, so we are just going to sell it. I wish that circlet was enchanted, but it is not. There's nothing in there, nothing in there. Carrots. Take the wheat. Actually, I know there's a chest coming up that is locked. So if I put those lockpicks away, I'm not going to accidentally unlock it when I shouldn't. Go. Let's get this one. G'day, Jimmer. No. This playthrough, I've got details down below in the about for the channel about what I'm doing with this playthrough. Because I am I'm playing a pure Redguard, so I can't use any abilities that I didn't have a bonus on when I started as a Redguard. So Alteration, Destruction, Alteration, Smithing, Block, One-Handed, and Archery are all I'm allowed to use. So I can't make potions. This is based on an idea that Major Slack did in his channel at the moment. He's doing a hardcore orc playthrough. Now he's playing on Legendary. I'm not playing on Legendary. But a lot of the rules that he's using, I'm using as well. So I can't craft or use potions. The only way I can recover health is resting or food. And for food, I have to have hunted or grown the food myself, with the exception of salt pile. Any salt pile I find I can use, but for everything else I have to have hunted it. That's not good. I want that. There we go. Okay.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh, I don't know about that. And who's next? You. There we go. And then
This is the end for you.
you. Well, I mean, I'm also doing it that I can't use any equipment that I didn't make myself. So because I know smithing, I can make my axe or whatever weapon I want to use. The exception is clothes. Because I don't have the skill in armor, I have to use the alteration spells as my only form of armor. So that's why I am wearing all mage gear. Now, I'm allowed to use those clothes because you can't make clothes in the game. So any clothes that I find, I can use. But of course, I also can't enchant anything because I don't have any skill in enchantment. So, yes, these are fairly tough things, but I'm only playing on adept level. I'm not, going and making the game any harder than it normally is. If you go and look at Major Slack on YouTube, he's doing a similar playthrough as an orc, which does have the advantage that even though he has to make all of his own gear, he can make heavy armor for himself. So I have a slight disadvantage there because I can't use armor, but thankfully Redguards have the skill in alteration, which means I can use that. But then I can't heal. The thing that's going to be the hardest is not that I can't heal, because I can heal using food if I make it myself. But the hardest thing is going to be mana. At higher levels, I'm going to be going through a lot of mana. And I'm going to have to pay very close attention to how much mana I'm actually using. I got a level and I should not get too distracted. Okay, I'm going to pump Magicka this time. It's basically going to be split between health and Magicka because I'm going to be up front in combat quite a lot. I want, even though it's tempting to put another point into one-handed to get some more damage, the sooner I can get my alteration skill up there, the better it's going to be for my survival. So I'm going to end up putting a few points into alteration. Originally I was thinking about putting points into dual casting, but there is a point to it, but I don't know that I'm going to switch. Yeah, I want the game to be pretty fast and not have to spend all this time by loading up my, stone skin in both hands and casting it, dual casting to get that extra benefit, although it does last a lot longer. So, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to get Novice Alteration and Apprentice Alteration to make sure that I cut down the cost of those spells as much as possible. And then I'll start leveling up my one-handed skill, or putting points into one-handed, I should say. That's the sort of the plan at the moment. So, no lock picking, so I can't pick the lock out here, but there are these coins, and there is this ore vein. Now, in other playthroughs, I have had a mod which adds an unlock and lock spell to the game. I considered using that in this playthrough so that I could still open locked chests, but I've decided no, I'm not going to. Using the unlock spell doesn't raise your lockpicking skill. It's an alteration spell, right? So it would have worked for this playthrough. Alteration spell, yeah, so it would have worked, but I decided no, it's not in the base game. Even though, you know, I've got my belt pouches and my backpacks and stuff like that, which aren't in the base game either, but I just think any game where they put too many restrictions on the amount of stuff you can carry, particularly when you're streaming or recording it for YouTube, yeah, no. So, what do we got here? Don't want carrots because they don't sell for anything, neither does flour. What about you? Potatoes? No, they don't sell for anything. I need the salt pile though. I'll sell the tomatoes, sell the apples, more tomatoes, more tomatoes. What have you got? Cabbages don't sell for much, but I'll get them anyway. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can get a little bit of food out of those, but I'm not too fussed on it. I've already looted this one. Yeah, let's get the last of the iron nodes. Just, that's not iron there, is it? No, it's just this one over here. And then we'll go outside and go and sell all this up. Shouldn't be any wolves around, but I don't like to take chances. I'm pretty sure I've killed the 3 wolves in this area, but I want the iron ore, and I don't want to get eaten while I'm doing it. So armor up first, and then we're reasonably safe. Ooh, I should go and grab that iron node behind the... You're going the wrong way, Tony. Behind the Mage Stone. Down at the Hunter's Camp. What I really need at the moment is corundium, not iron ore. Yeah, I haven't tried ESO. Several people have tried to get me interested in it, but yeah, I've had other things that I've been wanting to do. And the problem with things like ESO, any sort of online MMO type thing, I mean, yes, a lot of them do have like a quest progression that you can go through to sort of, you know, but there's no real end game sort of thing in a lot of those sorts of games. And I have trouble enough finishing a game as it is. I mean, you know, I was in the middle of doing a Dragon Age Origins playthrough when I stopped a few days ago and decided to do this playthrough instead. So I'm sure a lot of my long-time regular viewers are annoyed with that, because it does annoy them that I swap games. Not necessarily swap games, but never finish games. It annoys myself as well, but, you know. Overall, in this game, Sword and Shield is definitely, for me, a very strong playstyle. The shield is super powerful in this game with the shield bashing and stuff like that.
Riverwood trader is some may call this junk. Me, I call them
you know,
treasure.
if I want to play through where I know I'm going to get through, like I could have done it for this playthrough. I could have said, okay, the easy way to go here is not to go sword and spell, but to go sword and shield, because block is a skill that I can use on this character. And so I could have just said, fine, I am a mage sort of thing. I can't wear armor, but I can use a shield. And it probably would have gone a lot easier for me, but didn't want to. So I need to keep that. We're going to sell those, sell that. All of this. Yeah, all of those. Okay, there's nothing I can do about the increases in speech when I sell stuff. So it's one of those skills that, you know, I can't help that it levels me in speech. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Okay, we've got that leather. Read that. We don't need those. Get rid of one pickaxe. All of those. Ruby. Silver ingot. I can make silver weapon. I can make silver weapons, but I can also make silver jewelry out of that. Can't use the clairvoyant spell. It is illusion. Can't use any of this because I didn't make it. Sell all the tomatoes. Keeping the venison because I caught that. Or I hunted that, I suppose, is the way to put it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good. Okay. What can I do with... Yeah, I will be going back to Dragon Age later. And see you later. Have a good one. Okay, tanning rack. Yeah, is that enough to make the large bandolier? It is not. I think I'm like too short. Where is it? Large bandolier. Yeah, I'm 2 leather short. Okay. Start heading towards Whitrun. Go and get this wolf up here first. He's always up there somewhere. One more pelt. Let's come and get the other ones down here. Yeah, our armor should still be good. Yeah, well, I mean, here's hoping they decide to finish it sometime soon. Ooh. Okay, there's the wolf. One of them. Is that all of his? Got a feeling, is it going to be the third one around here? Nope. Oh, what's that over there? Is that the deer? That can't be the deer. That's got to be another wolf. Who's stuck over on the other side of the river? Okay. Oh, that's a deep bit right there. Didn't realise that. We're going to be able to get over there? We are. Very good. Let's quick save because you haven't done that for a while.
Imperial business.
I always come and get this beastie, whatever it is, up here. Just so that I know it's not going to come and attack me from behind when I'm in this area. Oh, that was a huge flying deer skull. Okay. Sure. Okay, I probably should leave that to stamina for... Get close here.
Good enough.
Oh well. Has to run off.
Does that count as me having helped?
Well, that's taken care of.
No? Okay.
No thanks to you.
Yeah, I can use mud crabs for food. I can use anything that I kill myself for food.
Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished.
So even if I pick up all of this stuff, I can't use it because I didn't grow it myself. But anything I hunt or I grow myself, I can use. So the plan is to get the house in Falkreath over here, and then grow my own potatoes and leeks. I think it's either cabbages and leeks or potatoes and leeks. So I'm just... I've probably got enough to get started on that. I'm going to go up and I'm going to see the... What I'm going to do is I'm going to... I've discovered both of these farms. I'm going to go back over that way and mine up all the stuff over there. And then once I've got all that ore, I'll come back into Whiterun. Talk to the Jarl. Get the mission to go to Dragon's... go to the Barrow, sorry. Bleak Falls Barrow. But won't do that mission yet. And probably after that... I might do... Well, I'll see if Proventus has any missions, and I'll go and do that wherever it is, and then I'll go back... then I'll probably head towards Falkreath, actually, and try and buy the house. Because I'm pretty sure I'll have enough money by that point. I can't remember if it's 2,000 or 5,000 gold that I need. But either way, it won't take me long to get all of that, because I don't have a lot of expenses at the moment. No, I don't have any dragon shouts yet. Like, I've literally been playing for an hour and a half. So, I just left Helgen, went straight to Riverwood, and that's been it. That's all I've done. Just make the bandolier while you're here. Large leather bandolier. Done. And we'll give it a shoulder pad. I don't think I want a cape. I don't think it works very well with the bandoliers and the backpacks, personally. I'm not sure I like the bandolier, to be honest, but it just gives me another 100 carrying capacity. And as I've said before, the only reason I'm doing that is because running around in a game like this and being penalized because you can't carry enough stuff is just super frustrating. I mean, I don't want infinite carrying capacity, but, you know, only being able to carry a little bit and then having to run somewhere, store it, come back again, it's not worth it. Just wastes time. Here, where is it? Right there. So speaking of food, the other thing that I learnt from Major Slack's playthrough of his hardcore orc challenge that he's doing, is that the best food I can get early game, if I can get a little bit of salt pile, is to go and kill some hawkers. because with 1 hawker meat and some salt pile, you can get the hawker slab or whatever it's called, and that gives you 10 health, which is the best healing you can get from food for the smallest amount of resources. Most other meats that you cook with salt pile only end up giving you like 6 points of health, I think it is. 5 to 6 points of health normally. Fighting Alduin is going to be very interesting. Well, I don't think so, because I can wait to fight Alduin whenever I want, and at that point I can have as much food stockpiled up as I could possibly need to heal myself. Like, I'm not putting any limitations on how many food I can carry with me into any encounter or anything like that. So I can just have, massive stacks of potato soups and vegetable stews and venison stews, and they will just allow me to heal fairly rapidly, 10 points at a time. The stews will do regeneration over time, and then I can use some of the other ones to heal 10 points at a time, and that'll be good. Magicka is going to be the hard thing. Keeping up with the Magicka demands of using any sort of spells in combat is going to be impossible without Magicka potions. Well, not impossible, but that's going to be the challenge. That's going to be where I really have to stop just spamming the spells like I do at the moment, and really using them strategically in between other actions. And it's probably something I should start getting used to right now, to be honest, because I'm going to be in the situation where I'm going to run out of Magicka very quickly, and it's just not going to regen, because I can't enchant anything to give myself, infinite amounts of Magicka regen. I can't enchant things to give myself, 0 cost on certain destruction spells and stuff like that, which you can do if you know how to game the system right. I can't do any of that.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Okay. I am going to quickly make 1 corundium ingot. Let's make up the quicksilver and the gold, and then all the steel that I can. Oh, it was just 1 more steel ingot. Okay, that's fine. Normally I wouldn't bother making the corundium ingot, but what am I missing? I'm missing the leather that I need to make the mage's backpack. What am I missing? 4 leather, and I've got 1. Did I have any more? I didn't. Okay. I can...
Looking to protect yourself?
I can buy... Yes, if I find enchanted jewelry or clothes, I can use them. But I can't make my own enchanted equipment because I can't use enchanting. So there's no limitation. The other thing is, if I get given something, I can use it. And it has to be given directly to my inventory, right? So if you take the Axe of Whitrun, for example, that Balgruuf gives you eventually, or even I'll go up there now and he'll give me some armor. Don't know what he'll give me, but he'll give me light armor or heavy armor. I technically could use that or the Axe of Whiterun when he gives it to me. It goes straight into my inventory. I can use it. What I can't do is if they give me a key, for example, that allows me to open up a chest and there's something in that chest, that is not enough for me to be able to use those items in the chest. If there was a weapon in there that I wanted to use, for example. And I can't buy, like, that Axe of Chills, for example. I thought about saying that, you know, if the item that if there's an item that is the main point of a quest, I would be allowed to use it. The classic example being Dawnbreaker, Meridia's sword, which is a damn good sword, particularly something that's not too hard to get sort of early-ish in the game. I thought about letting myself use that, and I might change the rules later on, but I don't know. I think at the moment, I just want to use axes, not swords, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to sell the Quicksilver ingot and the Quicksilver ore. And I'm going to buy some leather. There's nothing stopping me from buying the materials that I need to craft equipment. I can get it myself, but I can buy it as well if I'm going to smith it or make it in some way. I can't remember how much leather I need. I think 5 will be enough to make the backpack. Yes, that is enough. So we'll make the backpack. And we will put that on. Now this does have an enchantment on it that gives us 20 extra magicka, which is nice. I also want to use my silver to make some silver rings and my gold to make some gold rings, because they sell very well. Okay.
I don't claim to be the best. It's a sword. Listen, could you take the sword? Thanks. The finest weapons and armor.
Okay. I'm going to sell that gold ore. And that's it. I'm not going to actually... What is my...
I'll take my leave.
Smithing is 22. I might actually be able to upgrade that axe one more. I can. Very good. There we go. At level 22, you can go from fine to superior. So that is good. I got some other stuff that I can sell to the merchant here to what's his name? Bellathor. So we'll do that. But I think I'll go and talk to the Jarl first. Good, don't have any negative effects that I need to worry about, so I won't bother doing the shrine. Okay. Ooh, and I get to buy some spells off Farengar. That will be good.
Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is... Well, that explains why the guards let you before we act.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
You betcha.
Really? But it's none of my concern who... What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our
I wish you
walls
could speed this bit up,
against
but it
the dragon?
stops
My
Next
lord,
time, deal with
send troops
Avenici.
to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
At once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
No, I was asked to by Alvor.
I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my
Steel
esteem.
armor. Yeah, don't want it.
There
We'll be
is
selling it.
Another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your... Come, let's go find Farringard.
Let's.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities.
What have you got to
Spells and
sell?
incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay, I need candlelight as an alteration. I tend to prefer the lightning spells to the fire spells, so that's what I'm going to go for. So we want lightning bolt, lightning rune. We want that. We want sparks, and we want stone flesh. Oh man, that is I'm going to have to do a few missions to get some more money, because that has really hit me hard, and I'm not going to have enough to buy what's her name now, to buy my
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking.
homestead,
The city is
whatever you
also
want
home
to
to a
call
priest. Ah, that reminds me. Would you be so kind as to deliver... Well, let's see. Travel-stained clothes, worn soles, blank and unintentional. Ah, that reminds me. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a mean...
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon troll. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must... Yes, Well, when I say fetch, I really mean you are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? It seems this... Yeah. Well, when I say fetch... You see, one should... But I began to search. I, go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber.
Okay, all done. Don't need to hear that anymore. I need to learn all these spells. Wonderful. Problem is, we're not going to be able to use a lot of them yet.
Simplicity itself.
Anything we can use to fight
Okay, magic. Spells. We want to favor candlelight.
We need it quickly.
Okay, where's Preventus? I can give him the sword and get $50 or whatever it is, 50 gold.
Ah, thank you. Please.
Not
take
20
these few
gold, of
coins
course.
For services rendered.
He's a stingy bastard. Looking for
The Jarl
work.
has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a
Silent
look at
Moon's
this decree
camp.
for details.
Okay, that sounds
Enjoy your
good.
visit to Dragon's Reach.
Let's just have a look see here. So let's what do we want? That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 7. I don't really use Mage Light much, but I bought it anyway. Okay, that's what we want. Okay. Yeah, we didn't go to Bellathor's yet, so let's do that now. Well, actually, we need to go to the Alchemist first and give her the Frost Salts. Then we'll go to Belethor's, sell up everything else we've got, which isn't a huge amount, but there's probably a few things there. I should have got some firewood to get free bedding in there. I didn't think of that.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. You look rather pale. Ah, oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
I'll sell them to Belethor, I think. That way I don't have to think. I can just do it all in one go.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything's for... Take a look.
Okay. Got those. Oh, yeah. Buckles. That's the bounty I haven't done yet. Some rings. I'm going to keep the leather because I can make that into leather strips, and even if I don't use them, leather strips sell for more than straight leather does. If you've got leather that you're not using and you don't plan to use, don't sell it. Convert it to leather strips first, then sell it. It's worth more. Sell that, keeping the venison. How are we doing? 2,200. That's nice. I don't think he's going to have anything that I want. Although, no, I don't need more leather at the moment. So, cave bear pelts. I could buy that. Or, no, neither of those are really worth it at this point. That would be good. I think apprentice versions of those would be better though. Minor blocking, no. Okay. Let's come out here. Of course we want a quick save. In fact, I haven't done a full save yet. So that might be advisable. There we go. So we've done all the little missions in here. It's just... Silent Moon's camp at the moment.
Finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecarl.
How far are we? Oh, we're that close to another level. Very good. Actually, are we going to be good enough to get apprentice alteration? If we level up alteration before the next level, we are. So let's see what happens. We get our alteration spell on. We may end up just getting a level in that the minute we get close to an enemy. No more crabs there today. Keeping an eye out for elk. There's one over there. It's a bit far away. Oh, there's one. Oh. No, you're a bit far. But... like the flames did a better job than the sparks are currently doing. But that got him. My alteration has worn off. Let's not take any chances. Let's keep the weapons out and ready. Really want to get some more venison if I can. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any DLC on this run. Oh, that archer wants a piece of me. Oop. I am in bad news. That's 1 point of health. God damn it. And that's only 2 points of health. Looks like I'm using up all of this for the moment. Whew. 2 guys there.
Not like this.
Didn't realise he was still alive. Gotta just wait here and hope these guys don't come down. Doesn't look like they're moving too much. Oh, hello there, Mr. Deer. I really would have liked to kill you, but my health is too low. They've gone away. Let's put my gear away. Just stand here for a minute. That'll help my... I'm pretty sure your health goes up a little bit quicker when you're not in your combat stance, but I could be wrong on that. Don't know how I managed to survive that, to be honest. I definitely feel like I need to do a save there. Come on, health. No. Damn it. Loot the rest of this stuff down there for later. For right now,
Is someone there?
my best option is to get these guys the minute they come in. Alrighty then. Lunar Mace, Lunar Forge, White Armor Forging, I think I've read that already. Another Lunar Mace. No, I don't think it's going to be a perma run because this is a pretty hard challenge. Oh, I've got a level. I forgot about that. Ooh. Staff of Sparks. That'll sell quite well. Okay, and I do have the alteration necessary to get apprentice alteration, which should now mean that I can change my oak flesh to stone flesh. Yay, I'm that little bit better armored now. So yeah, this is a pretty hard challenge. I don't think I'm going to do it permadeath. I think if I die, well, I'll just go back to my last save. I'm not... all I'm getting is lunar maces. Not that I'm going to use the lunar axe if I get one, because that's against the rules, but it is strange that all I'm finding is lunar maces. That's not locked, so that's good. I can't remember if the guy down in here can come through that door if I go down this way. So I think what I'll do, I do know what happens if I go this way, so... No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. So let's come through this way. Quick save. Let's ignore all of this.
Leave here alive.
Run, 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 run. I have no idea if they are even going to follow me out or not. Looks like I'm safe for the moment, but are they going to be right through the door when I go back is the big problem. Wow, that armor really didn't help me all that much there. I know I got the first one, the archer, almost down. I wish I could have taken them down. That would have been so much easier when I then retreated. I've already done that. I meant to go down here. Let's take a chance. Doesn't look like he can come through the door. Because I figure he probably would have done it already if he could. That's all of that. Let's grab that. No, won't bother grabbing any of that. Okay, that worked much better. Okay, they could come through the door. I didn't think they could. I am going to take that woodcutter's axe. No, not worth it. Not worth it. I did get that one. I thought I got him. Okay. Yep. Tomatoes. Oh, good. More salt pile. Definitely want that. I didn't want those potatoes. Let's take all the mead. There's nothing there. Okay, is there... food to sell here. Apples, no. Oh, that's what I want. Let's try using a big lightning bolt on this guy. Damn it, I missed. And again. Any more? I mean, there's more mud crabs, but the problem is the mud crabs aren't really in any recipes, I don't think, that you can use to get, like, you know, decent amounts of health. Ooh. Ooh, silver. Very nice. Yes, I dropped off the fire salts. There's a deer over that way. Let's just carefully come over this way. I have never noticed that before. Was looking for that patch of ore there as well. I think this is corundium. Yes, it is. Perfect. I don't know though, it feels like you should, I think I've said this before, it feels like you should get more than one venison. I know there's a bandit camp over there, I just don't think I'm ready to take that on at the moment. So we shall leave it alone. How much salt pile do I currently have? $12. Okay. What the hell? A vampire fledgling. It's got to be a random encounter. I don't recall it, though. Seems very strange. Yeah, vampire armor is good, but I can't wear armor, so... Like, I think it's interesting in games like this. You're walking along and there's this person. I just thought, oh, well. Actually, I thought it was someone fleeing that bandit camp. I thought, okay. And then I got close to them. I was like, vampire fledgling. I'm sorry. How can I tell at that distance that that's a vampire? Like, they could have just been a villager as far as I knew. Do the silver ingot, and then we'll do steel. Okay. I want to make up anything more with that steel stuff. I need to go and claim the bounty. It's another 100 coin. What I'm thinking of doing is heading up to Windhelm and going along the river here and trying to get some hawker meat. If I can kill a few hawker, I've got 12 salt pile there. Because if I just cook up the venison that I've got, I think it only does like 6 or 8 health, whereas Hawker does 10. And I can use the venison later once I have the vampire DLC broke your game. Yeah, that's not good. No, I want Preventus. Where is he? He'll be up the back here, will he? Yep, he's outside here. I don't think the vampire DLC ever broke the game for me, but there is a couple of places in the game.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
There's been a couple of places in the game where things bugged out and you couldn't complete quests. The main one I can think of is there's one of the ones up on the... When you go and meet... I can't think of his name. The dragon up on the top of the throat of the world. And when you go to use the Elder Scroll. When you go to use the scroll up there, sometimes it bugged out for me, and I've actually a couple of times I've had to use a cheat code to reset the game stage to tell it that I've completed that. So yeah. And it's annoying. You would hope that they would fix those little bugs, and I know there are some patches out that do fix some things, but they obviously don't fix enough. What I was thinking... Let's have a look here. So if I just cook up venison chops, that only gives me 5 points of health. I thought it was more than that. That's terrible. And rabbit haunch does the same. Oh, I can't make that potato soup. I wish I could, but I didn't grow those potatoes. So I'm not allowed to make that potato soup. But that's the sort of thing that I want. Potato soup is quite good. Hawker, the Hawker loaf here is just 1 salt and 1 Hawker meat. Really nice. Wow, I didn't realise Hawker stew was so good. Lavender and garlic, though, that's terrible. But mostly I'm going to be using venison stew, so potatoes and leeks. Or there's the potato soup, which is good as well. So eventually I'm going to be growing potatoes and leeks. Oh, I didn't check what those steamed mud crab legs were like. Oh! But you need butter. And I can't get butter. But that's really good. 12 points of health from those. Wow, I had no idea. Hawker and ash yam stew. Elsewhere fondue. That's what I need. That gives me magicka. Or at least regenerates it quicker. I need to have a look at all of this. It's health and stamina. Stamina. Health, stamina, health, stamina, health, stamina, health. Cooked boar meat. Where are their boars? Boar meat and salt pile. That's really good. So I might make an exception for this elsewhere fondue. I mean, I can't make the cheese, I can't make the moon sugar, and I can't make the ale, but that's the only way I can get any sort of magicka regen. Or, you know, like the equivalent of a mana potion, a magicka potion. I'm going to sell all of this. I already had 1 venison, I think. Don't want the carrots. I'll take the gold. I shouldn't be taking these leeks, they're not actually worth it when I try and sell them. Okay, I'll grab these though. That and that. And nothing in there. Okay, that'll do. Let's go and sell all this stuff. Yeah, I think I'll allow myself to buy the ingredients, or if I find the ingredients of the elsewhere stew, I'm going to allow me to make it. So the cheese, the moon sugar, and the ale, not a problem. I'm not going to stockpile huge amounts of it, but I think it's probably a good idea to have some of it somewhere as a backup for some of the big fights at some point, if I get that far. Okay, for right now, we have a woodsman's axe. Let's do this really quickly. Let's use the chopping block, get some firewood, go into the inn, give her some firewood so that we can use the inn for free. And then we might as well just sell all the food. Oh no, I'll just go and sell it all to Bellathor. But let's just get that inn set up so that I can always rest there for free. That is, yeah, that'll be good.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm bed. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the honest gold for honest work? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, Valthium Towers. No, I'm not going to be ready for Valthium Towers just yet, I don't think. That's going to be brutal.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. Yep, we'll sell that. We'll sell those. That. I'll leave those for the moment. Yep, sell these. Sell that for now. Gotta sell all of them, which don't give me actually any money. Sell all of that. Oh, I hadn't sold all the lunar maces yet. Yeah, get rid of that. Oh, I do still have mud crab legs, but I don't have butter. I don't know. Do you have... You don't have any butter I can buy. I might keep those legs. If I can find... If I can buy some butter, I don't think that's a problem. Because I can't make it. So, I don't think that's going to be against the ideas of the playthrough. Gotta sell all of these. Got lots of potions out of that. I didn't kill any rabbits. I need to make that silver into some rings and sell those. Sell all of those, sell that, sell that. I think I caught all but one of those venison, so I'll do that. I don't... No, I'm not going to carry a woodcutter's axe around all the time. Okay, let's go back to the inn and see if they're selling any butter. Or actually, I might ask... I might check some of these stalls here. Do you sell butter?
Life's hard enough with trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
No, you're selling food. Hey, there's some butter. Very nice. Thank you. I doubt you will have any.
Bits and baubles for finest cuts. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
No. Oh, you got salt pile.
Some may call this junk. Me,
I am allowed to buy salt pile. I didn't check to see whether she's got salt pile as well.
Ripe fruit and fresh. Take a look.
She doesn't. Okay. And you're not going to have it, and you're just a pain to talk to because you've got that silly quest.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. A fine day to you, friend. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
I doubt they'll have butter because, yeah, they usually just sell finished meals. You do have salt pile, though, so I'll buy that. Okay, so I can make one. of the steamed mud crab legs. I think that's worth making. I don't want to do the venison chops, they're not worth it. Not yet, anyway. So, I think the best option right now is to go and look for some hawker meat. So let's take a carriage. Is there anything else I should be doing with this stuff? Should just read these bounties. I've done that one. Actually, what I should be doing is making all of these into scripts because they're worth more. There we go, and I can use those for other things later. Let's just check and see if the Drunken Huntsman has butter, because they do have some food.
Hello, friend. In the market for... What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know.
No, you don't. Okay, it was worth a quick look.
Thank you very much for your visits.
I've pointed this out before. I tend to point this out in most of my playthroughs. Skyrim is not well designed as far as a game goes because most of the cities are actually too small to house the number of occupants. Case in point, actually I think he's in the other room. Is he in this one? Oh no, that was going out to Whitrun. There's a really annoying Redguard guy whose name escapes me, who hangs out here and asks people whether they've been up to that part of the city or not all the time. I can't think of his name. He actually sleeps in the Drunken Huntsman because he doesn't have an actual house. And that blows me away. I think that's really funny. I think maybe he sleeps upstairs of the Drunken Huntsman. I should have gone up there. But anyway, you can see him in there of a night if you go in at the right time. I am really surprised that these Khajiit are still here. Oh, you might have some butter. Yeah, sure.
How can I...
What have you got for sale? No, you don't have any butter. Okay. Well, that's nice. You do have salt pile, though. I'll buy that. No, it wasn't skooma, it was moon sugar. I won't buy it yet. I need every bit of coin I can get, to be honest.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Windhelm.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
I think that's right. I always get the names of these places mixed up. You've got Whitrun, you've got Windhelm, and you've got Winterhold. They're all start with W. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 will come eventually if the developers don't. I really should go into the city briefly, shouldn't I? If the developers don't get bought out or anything like that, it'll be done. Whether it'll be up to everybody's expectations is another story, and you know, I've got to say, it never seems to work out for me. Every time I have some expectations of what game is going to be like, I feel like I'm disappointed.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food.
But, you know, we'll see. Like, in this game, I would be happy with Elder Scrolls 6 just being slightly modernized version of Skyrim. That was quick.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve?
Slightly modernized version of Skyrim with all new storyline and everything like that. That would be good.
Take a look.
I know a lot of people probably didn't like Skyrim when you compared it to Oblivion, and you know there are differences definitely. There are some parts of the interface and the gameplay in Oblivion that I do like more. The fact that you could have a sword, a shield, and still cast spells without having to swap things out was good, but I can get used to this. It's not a big deal, but you know, if they make too many changes to the gameplay, that's when I think people are going to really start complaining. And we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, I want to get down here near the water's edge, and that's probably not a good way to go. So let's go this way. We're looking for hawkers. I'm going to take this carefully because hawkers are usually in groups. And there are also winter wolves and things like that around here too, so... Oh, this game was definitely a breakthrough, but you have some real disadvantages in this game. I think for me, the biggest problem is the whole mechanic that you cannot block if you have a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other. And that makes no sense. Because I know that technically the blocking animation is, I don't know, one-handed block. Let's actually have a look. So if I get rid of the spell, not that way, that way. And I go to block. That's a swing, sorry. Yeah, technically you do hold it in two hands. And I don't think it matters what weapon you use. The block is like a two-handed animation, which doesn't... It sort of makes sense, but 30 years ago, I was a member of a medieval reenactment group, so I actually know a little bit about sword fighting and this sort of thing. And you don't really want to block like that. But anyway, yeah, that is the complaint that I have. The only real complaint about the interface is the fact that you can't block. In this layout here, I can't block in any way, shape, or form. And I find that very annoying. Is that a hawker just there? That is two hawkers just there. How far are we from our level? We are really close. Okay, let's head over here. Oop. That water dropped away much quicker than I expected. I think there are a couple of wolves over that way, so I do want to be fairly careful here. That guy's dead. Oh. I'm not going to be able to cast that armor either. He's dead. Oi! Where the hell did they come from? Not that I'm going to complain hugely, because it was extra XP, but that was interesting. Okay, let's just wait here for a minute. Okay, 2 hawker meat. Very nice. 2 more heals. Level up. Where are we going? Right there. Level 4 means I want to go Magicka. And it's tempting to go Destruction. But I also haven't done anything on one-handed yet. So I'm going to do that first. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of hawker meat. Probably should save, shouldn't we? Yeah. Mages sneaking up on you like that is not good. I don't know where they came from, though. If they came from somewhere, surely there'd be like a, you know, a little stone circle somewhere around here. And I don't remember there being one. Because that's the sort of place those guys come from, isn't it? Okay, we've got a wolf there. Well, we had a wolf there. Another hawker boy over there. Grab those. No, that's not right. Okay. That's 3. Is that more ore right there? Certainly looks like it. Corundium, very nice. So you watch. The next hawker I find will be on the other side of the river, so I've got to keep swimming back and forth. Which which is such a pain in the butt. Don't think I want to get too close to that just yet. Don't see any walkers over there. Okay. It's a wolfy boy. Technically, I shouldn't loot that corpse because I didn't kill him. The wolf did. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I'm basically working my way around the coastline here. I don't know if I'll go all the way to Winterhold, but yeah, I know there's a whole bunch around there as well. I mean, I'd like to get enough that I can just use all of my salt pile, or even just 10. Would be good. Oh, that's right. I don't know. Will I be able to do this? I don't think I will. In fact, I know I won't. I don't understand the point of that one just sitting there. Run away. Let's head back over to this side. Because that's a little dangerous over there. I mean, it wouldn't have been so much of a problem if I was more prepared. But because I'm in this hardcore, well, this not hardcore, but because I'm in this challenging mode, yeah, that little guy is way too much. The Flame Atronach. But if I had access to potions and stuff, I could have taken him out easily. I bled for this, so I am going to search that guy. Double checking I didn't get rock joint or anything from those wolves. No hawkers around here. I don't really want to go to the pirate ship, but I can't really go over there because that's where the damn flame atronach is. So I guess we're heading over this way, and we might just leave the pirates alone for the moment and see if we can see any hawkers over here. I think there might be a hawker on... There is, on that little island right there. And I might even be able to, if there's no one else around here that's going to potentially attack me, I might. Just might. What? How did that miss him? There we go. That worked. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am so thankful that there is nothing hostile swimming around in the water. Because it feels like there should be. It feels like if I go swimming through the water, I should end up getting killed by something. Careful, I don't have my armor on at the moment. There we go. Oh, there's a couple of hawkers over there. Let's just come over here to this camp. I know there's some stuff I can loot over here. I don't think there's any more hawkers in this area though. Oh, iron ore vein, yes please. Oh, there's a wolf over there though. 2 of them. 3. Maybe I won't go to that camp after all. Ah, yes, slaughterfish. I forgot about that. They seem to only be in fairly shallow water though. I'm talking like sharks and crocodiles is what I'm sort of, you know, I'm an Australian. When we don't worry about, you know, if we had piranhas in Australia, they probably wouldn't worry us too much. Because we have crocodiles and saltwater sharks, you know. Why am I... Damn it, I'm getting stuck. Good. Got him. Whew. I don't know why that assassin came for me. I don't know where they came from. Who did I steal from? I didn't even know that I had stolen anything. I haven't stolen anything. Why would somebody send an assassin after me? Okay. you're an Aussie as well. Well, g'day. There's too many hawkers in one place just over there. I doubt that I could, like, lure one of them away. And I don't feel like if I get too far... I feel like if I get too far over this way, I'm getting back to where the... What's her name is? The Flame Atronach. Sort of feel like I'm in an impasse at the moment. How many hawker meat do I have? I have 5 hawker meat. I almost feel like I should quit while I'm ahead. Let's come over this way a little bit and just have a look at this group of hawkers. I mean, I can leave them alone. I could come around this way. I'm not willing to forgo my armor at the moment. See, if it wasn't 3 of them that close together, I would take them on if there was like maybe 2. The fact that there's 3 is a little bit... Now, well, normally they don't send assassins after you. It's not because you're Dragonborn. They send assassins after you because you have done something. It's usually you've stolen something from them. So yeah, that's the normal, at least that's my understanding, the normal reason why they send an assassin after you is because you stole something. But I haven't stolen anything. Is that a hawker right there? I know I saw a wolf over here somewhere. Oh, he was over there. That is a hawker there. Are you the only hawker in this area? No, you're not. There's one there too. But... away, so done. Okay, that worked well. Yeah, he has a note, and I read it. So that's the Dark Brotherhood's Assassin's Note, but it never tells you who... All it says is the Black Sacrament has been performed. It never tells you who did it. Like, I know that if you steal things, sometimes they just send some thugs out after you. Like, there'll be like 3 thugs. But I was pretty sure that the assassins... The only other way the assassins came was if you steal stuff. But it might be that... Because there is that other guy on Solstheim who claims he's the Dragonborn. But I haven't done any of the Dragonborn stuff yet, so... Nobody knows I'm Dragonborn. I don't know, technically, if I'm going to be meta about it. I don't know that I'm Dragonborn either. So what have I done that someone wants to kill me for? Now, it does say that I've assaulted 10 people, and I think the assault thing in this game is a little bit stupid. Because even though, you know, I am very much a person in the vein of I won't start a fight. I'm not going to say I'll definitely finish it, but you know, that's not what I want. You know, in these sorts of games, I try not to just attack. But if I'm walking down the street in this game, and there's an assassin coming at me, I'm not going to wait for him to take the first shot before I start attacking. You know, it's obvious he's charging at me, and he is going to, you know, he is trying to kill me. So I am not just going to stand there and wait for him to actually hit me one time so that I can say, okay, I've now been injured, I can retaliate. I'm going to attack if he's charging at me. But the game counts that as assault. And I tend to feel that's a little bit silly in some ways. You know, they very definitely have hostile intentions. I should be allowed to do something about it. Oh, look, I got a I'm going to get a bit more one-handed experience. There we go. I'm not getting attacked by anything else. We're all good. How many hawker meat do we have? 8. 2 more and I can have a nice stack of 10. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, it might be because of my reputation. Oh, there's another hawker. Oh, no, that's a group of 3. That's probably one more than I would really like. Why don't we go over this way? Okay. A horse over there. Really? That's another 4 hawker meat that's just sitting there. And 2 already made hawker loaf. And quite frankly, a free horse. I think it is ridiculous to waste that. I am going to take... Did I get that? Yes, I did get that. I'm going to take these and use them. Let's grab that. Sir Custard. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. What have we been up to, Sir Custard? Take the tomatoes. The Boogie Boo, thanks for following. I am doing a challenge inspired by Major Slacks from his YouTube channel, Major Slack, where he is doing a hardcore orc run through The challenge is going good. Oh, we've got to stretch. Yes, actually, that's not a bad idea. The challenge is going good, thank you. I don't know if you've seen the details down below in the about, but the challenge is to only use the skills that I get, the starting skills that I get as a Redguard. So those skills are Archery, One-Handed, Block, Smithing, Alteration, and Destruction. And quite frankly, I'm not using Archery, and I'm not really using Block. As part of this challenge, because I don't have any skills in armor, I'm not wearing armor, so I'm using Alteration purely as my method of doing my of any sort of protection. I could use Block, but I'm using a one-handed weapon in one hand and a spell, a destruction spell, in the other. I'm only allowed to wield one-handed weapons that I have smithed or that are given to me, directly to me in my inventory, like the Axe of Whitrun that that Jarl Balgruuf will give you after you clean out the after you kill the dragon. Also, because I don't have any skill in alchemy, not only am I not allowed to make potions, I'm not allowed to use potions at all. So the only way I can heal is with food, and I have to have hunted or grown the ingredients myself. The exceptions to that are salt pile. I can obtain salt pile from wherever because you can't, find it out in the world. And I can't. And I found. Let's actually head into Windhelm. So I didn't realize this, but I found that there is one recipe which will help you to recover magicka. And I can't remember what it is, so I'm going to try and find a cook pot.
Take a seat and get the cold out.
Wherever that is in here. I don't actually know. Here we go. So the other exception is the Elsewhere Fondue. I am allowed to make that even though I cannot gather those ingredients. I can't hunt for it or anything like that. So I'm allowed to buy or pick up Edgar cheese, moon sugar, and ale if I want to make that item. Those are my only exceptions. I'm going to make these hawker loaves at the moment because they are the best simple meals that you can cook. There is hawker stew, which is pretty good too. There was something else. Oh, the mud crab, steamed mud crab legs are even better. But you got to get butter, and I'm allowing myself to buy that butter as well. So yeah, it's a pretty. I'm not calling it a hardcore challenge because I'm not playing on anything but the standard difficulty. Unfortunately, Sir Custard, I'm not going to be around for too much longer. Probably 10 15 minutes, maybe half an hour at the absolute max, and then I'll be finishing the stream. But yeah, that's basically the challenge. And I can wear any normal clothes, and I can use any jewelry that I find, whether it's enchanted or anything like that. But because I don't have the enchantment skill, I cannot enchant anything. Even if I can make a sword or an axe or whatever, I can't enchant it. So I just have to make do with what I've got. Okay, that's a nice pile of Hawker loaf. That's gonna be my healing for quite a while now. I have 14 Hawker loaf and 2 mud crab. No, not mud crab legs. Where have I used it already? No, it's down here. Steamed mud crabs. Yeah, and I have 1 of those. So I can pick up any ingredients, anything that I want. I can pick it up and sell it, but I can't actually use it in those situations. So that's the challenge. Thank you, Sir Custard. And thank you for the raid. Yeah, I hope to be going for a little while with this challenge. Okay, so let's sell this stuff.
No, I want to take my time. Everyone says Yorl and Greymane is... This is
Why are you not letting me buy anything?
Needs metal hammered.
Oh, these guys are all closing down, are they?
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere.
Yeah, they're all closing up shop. Well, that's a nuisance.
Huh?
Huh? Okay. I can't sell anything here, so I might as well head back to Whitrun. The very next thing that is planned is heading to Falkreath. But let's go and sleep in the inn as step 1. Then we'll sell everything in the morning to Belethor. Then we'll fast travel to
Let me know if you want anything.
Riverwood.
Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Ooh. Damn it, I'm stuck. Close the door. What are you doing in the room that I was just about to use? Oh, it's 4 AM. Okay, let's just rest for 5 hours. Probably didn't need to rest. I could have just gone back to what have you. Yeah, we're not going to take any of that. Right. Sell to Belethor. Is he open? Good. I hate when he's bugged and not open yet.
Anything you like. Everything's for sale, my trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Okay. That. I need to keep that. Get rid of that. Keeping that, and that. We're definitely keeping those, but we can get rid of all the tusks. Keep the pelts. Get rid of the lockpicks. Get rid of that. Magicka regenerates 75% faster. Yeah, I'll sell that. Don't need the barnacles, can't use that. Conjuration, can't use it. Silver rings, slaughterfish, steel dagger, steel sword, tomatoes, keep the venison, don't want the poison. I got lots of leather to make up. Feel like I should do that, and I've also got a lot of corundium ore. But I don't think I'm going to make that into steel just yet, because I feel like it's more important for me to get to Falkreath and get my house. How much am I doing for money? 4,300. You would be using that right now, wouldn't you? Yeah, do that later. Let's Fast travel back to Riverwood. I'm not going to convert all of those leathers into strips just yet, because I'm pretty sure that once I buy this house, I'm going to need at least a couple of bits of leather, actually. This is probably just a touch premature, but if the trader here has any straw and maybe glass, I probably shouldn't have got rid of all those hawker teeth either. I think I can use some of those
trinkets,
in
odds
building
and
the
ends,
house.
that sort of thing.
Glass. Just going to buy all of that glass. Oh, and the goat horns. All of those. What was the other one that I wanted? Straw. All of the straw. Because the straw is used for beds. And I didn't make the jewelry here that I said I could do, did I? Let's do the silver rings. Oh, and I didn't make the gold ingots that I could have done. Okay. Actually, let's speed this up a touch. Let's go to the Guardian Stones. I definitely feel a lot more comfortable now that I've got some food made up that I can use to heal. I mean, I don't want to use it yet, if I can get away with it, but now that I've finally got some decent food that I can heal with, things don't feel quite so urgent. See, that probably counted as an assault as far as the crime stats go. Yep, I think it did. Which is ridiculous. Because, you know, I think anybody, if they saw a necromancer, would shoot first, ask question. Well, maybe not shoot, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, I shouldn't have read that book. But anyway, I'm not going to, you know, get all hoity-toity if I do that by mistake. I don't actually know what every single book in the game is and which ones I should and shouldn't be reading. For some reason, I cannot pick up that sword. Oh well, who cares? We need to renew our armor. Going to be some wolfy boys over here, But I'm going to grab that, and where's his axe? Right there. There's usually a couple of wolves up there, but there's a cave over here. There we go. No. Yeah, and there we are. And there we are. And I think that chest is locked. Yep, so I can't get into that. Alrighty, up the hill. Let's get our spell out, because there's usually a couple more wolves up this way somewhere. So this is the future site of my house. Oh. Speak of the devil, there was the wolves. Normally they're over that side, but I'm not too concerned if they're over this side and I get them early. I'll mine that out later. I'm heading through here to get rid of the crabs in this little pond, because they are a nuisance. I am concerned about the spider that is often around here, but I want to come over here and discover Pine Watch so that I can come back to that easier later. Oh, there goes a deer or elk or whatever you want to call it over that way. Oh, there's a wolf back there. Can't tell if that's a tree down there or a spider. I think it was just part of a tree. So what I do want to do though is I think there's a back way along here which takes me over to where these bandits are. There we go. Yep, here we are. Do, 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 do. There we go. The other guy fell down, did he? Damn it. It's not a major issue, but it's just annoying to go down there because then all the rocks fall down. Yeah, I guess I gotta brave it if I want to loot him. I don't even... Oh, there's his body just there. Fairly safe up on here. And we'll take the road down into Falkreath. Quick save. Should be fairly safe now. level. That's good.
Yes? What is it that you want? Work? How about drink? None of that local. You better. Now that's what I like to see. Someone who gets things done. Here, a little something for you. You've proven reliable. The cut they were giving me was good. Execute every last bandit.
Knife Point Ridge. I don't know that I know where that is. I'll have to have a look in a sec.
Steel's good, but blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Okay. Right, we're doing good there. Damn it, the old man isn't there, so we can't do that sub-quest.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Well met. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I won't bother getting any more like goat horns or anything like that. Straw, that sort of stuff. I think I've got enough for the house. So I don't need that or that or that. Sell one lot of those robes. I just noticed we had two. Mud crab legs. Okay, potions. Sell the salmon steak. Sell the rings. Sell the spell. And we're good.
Steal anything from my shop. Come back.
And let's come into the inn and see if they've got any...
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Yay, you've got butter. Very good. We'll take that. And you've got salt pile. I will take that. How are we doing? 4,300. Look at that. Blackbriar meat. I could have bought some here. It's probably only able to be bought, though, after you've already... I never noticed that. The sun sparkling through the windows there. Excuse me. Did he have a cooking pot that I can use? I don't recall.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
No. That's a nuisance. Because I want to cook up those. Oh, I know who will. I'm pretty sure in here at the apothecary. No, she doesn't either.
Someone new? Perhaps someone... Take a look.
Oh, hang on.
Take a look.
Salt pile, salt pile. There we go.
Until next time.
Maybe the barracks has a cooking pot I can use. Or maybe not. Okay, I don't know how they prepare food for the prisoners. Maybe they don't. Well, let's check in here. There's got to be something in the Jarl's longhouse, surely. This is his bedroom, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. And then there's this guy here. Right. So... no, nothing in there. Okay, so don't try and cook anything in Falkreath. Let's try the temple, maybe. I mean, maybe some of these houses, but I don't know if I can go in any of them. They're all... I would assume that they were all mostly locked. Because most people don't just let you wander into their house. And there's no cook pot there. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to remember that for next time, I suppose, that... excuse me. That yes, there's nowhere here to cook. I mean, there might be something up in the top of the store here. I didn't go upstairs, but it's only because they usually get pretty snarky if you do.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
See, if I go up here, he's going to follow me up. But there is nothing up there anyway. See? Told you he follows you. Okay. So, we're out here. Oh, there it is. Knife Point Ridge. Knife Point Ridge. Is that an orc camp? I get a feeling that's an orc camp. Maybe not. The orc camps usually have a different icon on them, I think. Anyway, I think...
those clunky two-handed weapons.
I think this is going to be a good spot to leave this stream. We're doing well. So what are we up to? We're level 6, almost level 7. We have leveled up destruction. a little bit. Alteration, quite a bit, because we're using that a lot. Smithing, just a little bit. Leveling smithing, I feel, is going to be pretty hard, because even though the idea is that I'm supposed to use smithing to make my own gear, the only thing that really contributes is making weapons. I could make armor, but I can't use it. So I'm going to have to do a lot of smithing further down the track to get any sort of levels. So I might actually not progress very far with that. We'll see. I'm not using block at the moment, so I may change my mind. I may get to a point where I go, you know, it's safer to have a shield than to not. But for now, I'm not using it. One-handed, I feel like I'm not really using that quite as much as I'm using destruction, but when we have a look at destruction, my destruction skill is 28. My one-hand is 30. You got to remember, though, you start with 25 in one-handed. So I've leveled destruction more than I've leveled one-handed, because if they were to be about the same, then I would be at, so that's 28, so I've got like 8 levels in that. I'd be at 33. So I need to use the axe a little bit more. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Just got to remember to keep using my flesh spells to get my armor up. But now also that I have 14 Hawker Loaf, that's 140 health that I can heal there. And I have 1 steamed mud crab legs, and I've got the butter to make 1 more. So that would be another 24 points of health. I've got a fair bit of salt pile here that I can be using for other things. And we're on track, because as soon as I do this mission, which is what I'm going to do in the very next episode, we can come back to Falkreath, and then we should have enough money that we can buy our house up near Pinewatch. We got 4,200 gold. It's either 4,000 or 5,000. Actually, I think it's either 3,000 or 5,000 gold that you need to buy the house. So I think we should be pretty close to it. We might have to go and just raid a couple of little camps or something to get some more. But we'll see how we go. But anyway, that's going to be for the next episode. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you again, Sir Custard, for the raid. Thank you for the follows from Buggy Boo, and all the questions from Jamar. I will see you all next time when we will continue on with this little Skyrim Redguard challenge. Thanks a lot. Bye now.